2021 will see many new crew members join the yachting industry with at least one thing on their mind: money. And if you've watched my video on how much money do yacht crew make, you'll know the sorts of monthly salaries that different people can expect to make in different positions on board a yacht. But that's only half the story, because we all know that, like mine, your super yacht career has a shelf life. Maybe it's 2 years, maybe it's 5 years, maybe 10, maybe 20. But eventually you're going to want to stop doing this. There are very few people who continue working on super yachts into retirement age. And once you've been doing it for a couple of years, you'll soon work out why that is the case. For this reason, what you really want to be focusing on is how much money you can save, so that when you do choose to leave, for whatever reason, you've got a bit of money put aside. Maybe to buy a new house, maybe to start a new business, maybe for retraining so that you can pursue a different career, or maybe just to tide you over for a year or two while you figure out what you want to do next. As I've said before, I'll never tell you my salary in a current role. I just don't think it's a very good idea. But what I will tell you in this 2020 financial review is how much I've saved, how much I've grown that bottom line, how much I've put aside for my future, so that when I do choose to move on or do something different, I'm not left wondering where all of the money went.
Work on a super yacht, move up through the ranks, and maximize your potential.
Hello and welcome back to Work on a Super Yacht, a place to help you make the most of your super yacht career. If this sounds like something you could gain value from, please do consider pressing that little red subscribe button. Your support is greatly appreciated. First, the legal stuff, the disclaimer. The information contained within this video is my opinion only. It does not constitute financial advice, and before deciding what to do with your money, I suggest you seek the help of a qualified accountant or financial advisor. For the full disclaimer, please see down in the description below. Additionally, I just want to say that this is not me bragging about what I have or what I have saved. Rather, it's a chance for you to see how a yachting salary and a yachting career actually works in practice. How you can actually build a financial future for yourself. Because we can talk for hours about 3,000 a month, 5,000 a month, 8,000 a month, 3,000 euros in tips for one single charter. But those amounts of money mean nothing if it all gets spent or frittered away on things that weren't really necessary with no forethought for the future. Right, I'm going to need to start giving you some numbers real quick, and they're all going to be in Great British Pounds, because that's what I operate in, but I'll also put the US dollar and euro conversion there for you. I finished up last year, December 2019, with £5,793.79 in my savings account. Not very much, I'm sure you'll agree, but that's because I rather raided my savings last year, firstly to buy a house and then to make improvements to that house. I also overpaid the mortgage quite substantially, believing that that was a good strategy. It's not a strategy I've employed this year. I'll tell you why shortly. But the net result was that my savings account looked a little bit sorry for itself at the end of last year. Fast forward 1 year to now, December 2020, and the balance in the savings account now reads £34,946.82, which means that my total savings account increase for this year, and that's after all of my expenses are taken out for mortgage, for bills, for any courses that I've done this year, for anything that I have spent. After all of that's been taken out, the increase has been £29,153.03, which, if I do say so myself, is actually a pretty good growth rate. So let's talk a little bit now about how I accelerated this savings growth and some of the lessons that I learned along the way. It should be noted that up until the end of last year, I was only putting my savings in cash savings accounts, where I was getting a very small rate of return, in the region of maybe 1 to 2%. And that was the reason that I decided to overpay my mortgage by £10,000 last year. By doing so, I was actually better off by 0.6%. But this year, I've started to think, is paying off a mortgage rate of 2.1% really the best thing that I can do with my money? And for the very first time, which I'm a little bit ashamed to say, because kind of makes sense to have at least had a little bit of exposure to it, but I finally got into stocks and shares, and I actually moved all of my savings from cash to stocks and shares. I've done it with a company called Wealthsimple. They started out in Canada, I believe. They're in the US and we've got them in the UK. I'll put a little link to their website down below. And what they do is basically put together a portfolio for you. So I've got a growth portfolio with them. It consists of mainly equities and bonds from UK and the US, but there's also some equities and bonds in there from Asia and emerging markets. This really has been a game changer for me because my portfolio is currently generating a time-weighted return of 10.7%, which is so much more than you'll get from any bank anywhere. It is this change to a focus on stocks and shares that has really accelerated the growth of my savings account. Of course, it's stocks and shares. There will be ups and there will be downs. Capital is at risk here, but with a diversified portfolio, I should hopefully expect to see over time an upward trend. And so long as I keep my money in the market, it should continue working for me. Of course, we've all learned this year about the importance of having an emergency fund, and so I've set aside about £10,000 in cash, which will not be invested, that will stay as cash, so that if anything unexpected happens, I'll always be able to fall back on that money. This will continue to be my focus going into 2021, and I'd be really interested to hear if you'd like to see more of these sorts of videos, maybe on a monthly or quarterly basis, just for me to check in with my financials, see how I'm getting on, and maybe for you to compare that with how you're doing. Because financial wealth is not built on just 1 or 2 good charter tips or a good salary for a year or 2. No, instead it's built over a much longer period of time, whether your money is in the market or elsewhere, just slowly growing, little by little, little by little. You've probably heard about compound interest. It has been described as the 8th wonder of the world. Just having your money working for you over time. And it's these decisions of where you put your money, where you get the best interest rate, where you see the best return, and offsetting that against the risks involved. That's where you can really start to grow a decent base of wealth from which to build a great financial future for you. If you haven't watched my video about how much money yacht crew make, I recommend you check it out here, and please leave your comments and thoughts down in the comment section below about the format of this video, and if you would like me to do more videos like this, what sorts of things you'd like me to include in future episodes. It's just a short one this week because of course it is Christmas and I've been enjoying myself with good food, good movies, and this morning I got out for a nice long run as well. 12Ks, haven't run that far in a while, so I was really pleased to go and do that. I really hope you enjoy the last couple of days of 2020. If you found some value in this video, a like would be fantastic, a sub would be amazing, and I very much look forward to seeing you in the new year.